Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can make the Rock and Roll McDonald's song by Wesley Willis with only 3 tools. First, let's hear a few seconds from the original and from the final results so you know what to expect. This is the original song.
McDonald's is a place to...
And this is my end result. It is not exactly the same, but it is close enough for me. We are recording, right? Yeah, sure. So, how to program this thing and how to get the sound. The first tool you will need is called JazzLab. This is the program which is used to play the accompaniment part. You download it, you install it, there's nothing difficult. And then, after that, you will need the style, the rhythm style, which is loaded into this program to play the accompaniment. First, you will go to this website over here, pause the video and write it down, or I will write it somewhere, and you will need to download the KN2000 style conversion here at the bottom, the internal one. So, Wesley Willis used this Technics keyboard KN2000, and this person here has converted it into a Yamaha style for a Yamaha keyboard, and this is needed because the JazzLab software accepts only Yamaha styles. So you download this zip file KN2000 internal.zip and you extract it somewhere, and then I have put it here. This is where the JazzLab software has its rhythms, and I have extracted the folder here where the other rhythms are, and when you open it you have all these style files and so on. And when you do this, I suppose you have to restart the software or whatever. When you do this inside the JazzLab software, when you go into tools and into options, when you go into the rhythms tab, you can see that inside the styles menu, somewhere when you scroll down, there are the styles, the KN2000 internal styles. So the next thing is how we can get the sound out of this software. If you look here in the MIDI out option, usually this software uses Fluid Synth, but I don't like the sound of Fluid Synth. It is not as like authentic or something. So I decided that I will use the Yamaha SYXG50 emulation, which runs here. So to do this, first you will need to get the MIDI out of JazzLab and put it inside the Yamaha. How to do this? You go here to this site here, and you download and install this Loop MIDI software. Then when you run the Loop MIDI software, where is it? Here it is. You click this plus button, and here you can see a Loop MIDI port appear. This is the connection point. After you have done this, you go to the JazzLab software, you click here refresh in the MIDI out tab, and you will see the Loop MIDI port, and you click it. So it sends the MIDI to the Loop MIDI port. And here I choose XG Synth because this Yamaha is an XG50 model. And you click OK. So now the MIDI from this JazzLab software goes into the Loop MIDI port. Now, how to send it to the Yamaha? First, you need to download this Yamaha. you go here to this site, and this person has patched the Yamaha version, and you scroll all the way down before the comments, and you need this one, the experimental version, because it comes with its own executable file. It's like a tiny VST host where the plugin is inside, so you can just play it and you don't need to use like a digital audio workstation or anything. You get this, you extract it. Inside you will find the syxg50.exe, you run it, and here is the synth. Now you need to get the MIDI into the synth. So you go to devices, you go to MIDI, and again input, loop, MIDI. So now what happens? The JazzLab sends to the loop MIDI port. The loop MIDI port receives it and sends it to the Yamaha. And that's all. Now the Yamaha emulates the sounds. Also, of course, you need to check your audio devices in the Yamaha. You need the output to be like your sound card or whatever you use to get the audio out. So that's all. Now the next thing, in this JazzLab software, when you open it, you can see here these are the instruments which are used. First, let's see how do we explain this. Let's go first with the instruments. I don't know. These are the instruments that were loaded by default, but I replaced this, which was steel and body or something. I replaced it with steel guitar too because it sounded much better, and I boosted its volume, and I don't remember if I replaced the other ones. I think I didn't. Okay, so now I will show you how to program the song. First I will make a new project, file, new song. Now this is by default what you get. You get 8 bars of 4/4 with only one section over here, which is in C major. And so this is what you do. Let's remove these bars. You can do it with Shift-Del and start from nothing. Now you can insert one bar like this, and this bar is still the same section because you only have this section A, and it is noted here, and you can see the color continue and so on. Let's insert, you can insert like 8 bars. So now all these 8 bars will be the same section, so the same variation here, but you can choose your notes. So you double click here on the blank space, and you, for example, we need B flat, and there is our note. And then we need these 2 bars are the intro. Then we need the main riff, but for the main riff we will need another section. Now we right click and we insert another section and call that section, let's say, B. Press enter. Now you have another section B until the end, and it is here, and the settings are here. Now this section is the same chord for 4 bars, and then on the next bar we need an A chord, and then we need a G chord, or was it like this, and a B flat chord again. So at the end we need another section for the fill part. So right click, insert section, and we'll call this section C and press enter. Okay, so the first section, this one, A, which is these two bars, will be intro. Is this the correct intro? Intro B1 is the correct intro. The correct style is rock 1C. We press OK. This is the style. It becomes the style for all sections. The correct BPM is 170. Press enter. So now, now this section A, which is here and here, the green one, is this style and it is this variation, intro. Then the next section is the main riff. Is this correct? Let's see. Yes, I am referencing the previous time I programmed it to make sure I did the same. So now this is 4 bars of the main riff. I mean, no, like 8 bars of the main riff, whatever, the chords change. And now we come to section C, which you click here and you have the settings here, and it is, I think it was this fill. Is this so? Yes, it is. So now what do we have? First section, these two, this variation. Main section, these 8 ones here, it's another color, it says B, this variation. And the final section is the fill, this variation. And like that you can program the whole song if you want. Like, this is just an example, this is not the whole song, because I'm too lazy to do the whole song now. I don't care. So now hear how it sounds. Oh yes, at the beginning of every section you need to type the chord again, so it knows it's the same chord. This was this error. So yeah, let's try again. So this is how you program. If there is another song you want, like another chord, because these are all major chords, you right click on the chord and you have set chord type, major, minor, 7, diminish, whatever you want, they are all here. Or you can type them with the keyboard, it all works the same. And this is a very basic way to use this program without any more advanced stuff, but it is more than enough. So this is all. Bye.